Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here again. We're in Variant 6, Contamination, Chapter 2.1, with Electro as the main boss. This is the last path that I took. And we're going to do half of it cheese and half of it like normal play. These first three fights, I'm going in with Rhino. My Rhino is just a 5-star, rank 2, 235, so 4,000 PI Rhino. Just this dude's nothing. But the hunter and the monster and the beast node make him just super awesome for this. Basically, you let the aggression regeneration build up as much as possible without hitting him, and then you just do a dash in, and the dash in lets you heal because you have an unstoppable. If you have a champ that is unblockable, it does the same thing. And then it puts on a petrified 200% regen reversal. So when you not hit them over a long period of time, they've built up all of these passive regeneration from the aggressive regeneration, and the regen is just massive, and you're able to reverse it by just doing that little dash right there. You just get away from them. Wait till he goes into his block stance, do one little dash at him, and you put on that 200% regen reversal. You know, sometimes your dashes will also have the unblockable, which will knock off one of the regens because you're going to hit him. But you know, basically you're hoping that you don't go unstoppable. You're hoping that they go back and be passive and block. And I got clipped right at the end there. But yeah, it's just kind of a weird node that weird combo that Kabam put in that makes Rhino just like a beast. I know that you could do this with Mole Man, anybody that has an unstoppable or unblockable, and like another. I think you could do it with Magneto. You probably would have to like dance around a little bit more and build up the regens before like you parry heavy, because that would trigger the negative 200%. And if you just dance around for a little bit, you could build up like 15 of them, and then just like one negative 200% should be plenty to like nuke these guys. But you just need to make sure you can build up those. So right now we got 6, and he's melting 7. He's melting. We throw another 1 into the block, and then he's dead. So yeah, anybody that has access to a unstoppable or unblockable, if you just kind of danced around and let them build up as many of those regens as possible, then one should be enough. And so now we're going over to this other lane where it's got Tigra, Thor Rags, and Blade at the end. And this has a permanent 1% regen recovery, so they get more, 50% more, and the beast node. And so I was looking at this map, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna use Void just because I really like using Void. Void is one of my staples on my roster. That he's just a really good all-around champ. Some people don't like him. I love him. He is just awesome. And when it comes to regeneration, Void loves it. He reverses it. So I got some good RNG at the beginning. I got a Petrify, and I'm just trying to play this slow. I just want to see as few specials from Tigra as possible. There I get 2 Petrifies, and I got that Fatigue. She goes unblockable. I'm able to dex that out in the corner, and we're going to get out of the corner, tap into her block some, and get some space, because man, her specials just go on for days, it seems. Kind of doing a stalled slow play, letting the parries help do some reversal because I have max Despair and max Petrify. And yeah, she goes down with just a few special ones thrown. And yeah, once you get a few of those, if you get 2 petrifies and a few debuffs, even before Fear of the Void comes up on these nodes, because it's got the 1% plus the extra 50% recovery, these guys melt pretty fast. It's not nearly as fast as the aggressive regeneration lane, but it's still pretty fast. And so I'm gonna use Blade for all of these. Rhino could definitely be used for these, or Mole Man, and you can cheese it. It's just gonna take a little bit more time because the regen is not as potent as the aggressive regen. And so for this, you do have to keep out for your combo. Make sure that you can throw a special when Thor Ragnarok is about to hit those 20 charges. So he's got 17, and I think I'm gonna get here a special one off. And I already have 1 petrify. Now I have 2 petrifies. So now it actually doesn't really matter about his power gain, because if I get to 20 hits and he gets that power gain, he gets nothing from it because the petrify shuts it down. But you can see, like, if I parry, kind of stalling, letting those parries do some work, and just kind of playing it a little bit slow, and letting just him tick away from the reversal of the regen. And this guy goes down pretty quick, and I still have Fear of the Void up, so even if I get to 20 hits here, he still wouldn't get any power from it. And we finish him off with an L1. Void's still pretty healthy. I do have Killmonger on the team to help with some chip damage to get that 1% per intimidating present debuff that gets applied either from the timer or from my L1. And then lastly, we're going to go in with Blade. Go against Blade with Void. Blade can heal a lot from holding his block and stuff and drain his power, which, even though I got the class disadvantage, Void is a pretty solid matchup for Blade. So long as he doesn't have the danger sense, which, in normal quests and stuff, he's not typically gonna have unless he has like some note on him. And we start out with another good set of RNG where we got 2 petrifies, the first 2 things, which is really good for this node with the extra regen. And we're just gonna try to get to Fear of the Void as quickly as possible. And yeah, actually, it looks like I don't have Killmonger on the team. I thought I had Killmonger on the team. I'm not getting the 1% heals, which is fine. We didn't even get to Fear of the Void, and we kill him off. Who is on the team? Yeah, I don't have Killmonger on the team. I thought I did. I had him on for the other path. So we finished that up, and so now we go into this one, and I thought, with the regen up, I was like, I wonder if Void could take this Vision Aarkus. I've never tried Void against a Vision Aarkus, and I know he can shrug off debuffs, but you'll find out something that I didn't realize pretty quick, which ends up killing me, is that when he shrugs off a debuff, it looks like he shrugs off all debuffs. And I didn't realize that, so I end up, getting an intimidating present debuff to stick towards the beginning here. And there I stayed too close. I got the armor break, and then I think it's like the next debuff that comes up. I'm not sure if it's from an L1 or... Yeah, so that one got purified by the timer. There we go. So I'm like, oh sweet, I got a petrify that's stuck. I'm like, that's golden. I'm almost there. And then this next one from the timer got applied, and he shrugged it off, and I was like, oh crap. I was like, there's no way that Void can do this. Like, if anytime he shrugs off a debuff, he shrugs off all of them, then there's just no way that Void can get all of the debuffs. Like, you'd have to have like amazing RNG where he doesn't shrug off anything. And he's getting like tons of power. He's got the max 5 power gains. And yeah, I need to work on dexing those L2s because I just don't got it down. Got smacked twice and I die. So I'm like, okay, well, that didn't work. And I think I just go back in with Doom and we just finish him off. Doom style. Doom can work for this. You can nullify his regen. And yeah, he can just do this fight no problem. The 1% regen doesn't really become an issue because you can nullify it. And you just get to your L3 and then you just start smashing this dude. So this first L3, he's at 86%. Let's see how much damage this does. It's not going to do a ton because I don't have that Fury quite active. It goes 74, so 12%, 20,000. And I don't know what I was doing there. I think I came out of that and wasn't really paying attention. We get the power gains stolen from him. We get back to an L3. We have the Fury up, and now we're going from 60% to what? So we got 12% on the first one, 60% to what? 42%, so we got 18%. Here we're gonna steal a whole bunch of his power gains, and then I think we light him up with another L3, and he's dead. So pretty easy. Don't have Doom. I don't know other options. I thought Void would be an option. You know, I did almost get him with Rhino, with a 235 Rhino on one of my other videos. So Rhino, Moleman, villains with Unstoppable, they definitely can work, or Unblockable. And yeah, then we're going with, this is Star-Lord. I think we go in with Rhino on this one. It's got Beast and the 1%. So when you dash in, it is going to put on that 200% reversal. And basically I'm just gonna, you can actually hit him this time. And he can hit you. Where you're basically just reversing that 1%. So you're basically doing a 2% reversal per second when you do that unstoppable dash. And yeah, it adds up really, really quick. You don't get the heal. So if you get smacked in the face like I did, you just gotta deal with it. So if you have a lower ranked Rhino than what I got, then definitely don't want to get hit. But yeah, there he goes down super fast, 12 hits. And now we're gonna go up against this Electro. And I think on this one, I just go straight Doom. So I had finished this Electro off with Doom after I failed using, I think it was Omega. Oh no, I tried to get this guy with Rhino, which is very possible. You definitely need to get those dashes in while that regen is up. Definitely do a lot of dashes in to keep you healthy from the heal that you get. But it's gonna take a while because one, you're not gonna do a lot of damage as a low ranked Rhino. And you can see like I'm doing peanut damage, 300, 100, 94, it's really peanut damage. But I got him down to 10%. I'm at 100%. And so long as you have that passive Spectre up, when that overload comes around, that's where a lot of the damage comes in. But then there I throw an L2 and I don't know, mistimed it where I ended up throwing it into his block and I died. So he's at 86%. I'm going with Doom, and Doom's gonna finish him off. Even with the class disadvantage, being able to throw the unblockable L1s it's enough regen to outdo the Thorn's damage that Electro gives back when you hit him. And then you're just going to try to spam the L1, heal, block reverse the overload regen that comes up, and then you're going to end up nullifying it at the end. And it's going to do enough damage to take him out. So I'll just let this play out. I have another clip on my other video that I posted where I have a partial one of this where it's like 30%. This one's 86%, so it's almost a solo. It's not a solo, but he's definitely capable of doing the full fight. You do take some damage. I do get a couple L2s in there, which help just get some decent damage in to make it go a little bit faster. Just make sure that you cut your combos short to like 4 hits so that you do not get clipped by his unblockable L1, because that will get you lights out for sure. And yeah, not too bad. The no combination's quite interesting, quite forgiving, and yeah, so I'll let this play out and I'll see you at the end. All right, we're just finishing up. Yeah, that unblockable regen that you trigger is very, very nice. It keeps Doom healthy, and there you go. We took out Electro, 217 hits, and we cleared this chapter. Pretty easy chapter overall. It's quite fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.